Let's invite our first management, Galaxy Surfactants. They reported actually an improved set of numbers. To understand about the way ahead, we're joined by Mr. Natarajan, the MD of the company. Hi, Mr. Natarajan. Good morning, and thanks a lot for speaking to us here on CNBC-TV18. Let's get a couple of those basic numbers out of the way. The volume growth has been impressive in the first quarter at around 8%. Earlier, you were guiding for around 6 to 8%. Do you want to guide now for a upper end of the range, or do you want to revise it? And also the EBITDA per ton, what was it in the past quarter? And do you want to stick to that band of around 20,500 to around 21,000?
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for having me on the show. With regard to the volume growth, I think the team has done a fantastic job given the sort of headwinds that we have on the supply side. I'd like to stick to the volume growth of 6 to 8% once we look for 2 more quarters to see as to whether I need to guide it upwards. With regard to the EBITDA per metric ton, we revised the guidance just last quarter to 20,500 to 21,500, and I'm pretty happy that we have come closer to the lower end of the guided and increased range. We do see the coming quarters with the premium specialty segment picking up in the developed markets. We could touch the higher end of the band of the EBITDA per metric ton.
Is 21,500.
Yeah, that's the higher end of the EBITDA guidance that we have given.
You were talking about how the specialty business, which is low volume but high margin, I mean, destocking in the US is probably coming to an end. Could you shed more light? Is it actually happening?
Oh, yeah, it has. So I think mercifully the destocking has bottomed out. And then we do see orders coming back. But yes, there are certain projects in pipeline that were put on hold for the last 1 year. They have started getting revived with regard to the premium specialties. And we do expect that to gain momentum in the coming 2 quarters.
In the export markets, is it more of the specialty product sales or performance products? And what would you see as the growth driver, specifically in the export region?
Yes, in the export market, I think we need to look at it into 2 parts. One is what we do in the Africa, Middle East, Turkey is majorly driven by performance products. Whereas if you look at the markets other than AMED and the rest of the world, that's more driven by the specialty ingredients.
Okay, so what about the freight situation right now in the export market? What's the latest there?
Oh yeah, the freight situation is bad. I think freight rates have more than doubled in most of the sectors. More than the rate increases, I think what's a challenge is in terms of getting space to get our products loaded, and also in terms of the enhanced transit time. So both incoming and outgoing situation in terms of rate has been impacted. But yes, we have started adjusting to the new normal, and we do hope that in at least by October things start settling down, and we at least have a proper space available on the ships to be able to serve our customers well.
All right, Mr. Natarajan, final question before we let you go. You're currently doing around 1,000 crores per quarter. What is the utilization levels that you're going at? And also, what is the capex plan that you've lined up for FY25, FY26? What should the asset turn on that be?
Yeah, so we are at about 70% capacity utilization. And then we typically have about 150 crores of capex per annum. The asset turns typically would be in the zone of about 2.5 times.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot, Mr. Natarajan, for joining in. Wishing you a good day ahead and a good quarter. We look forward to chatting up with you in the time to come. For the last 1 month or so, the stock is a little bit lower, but these numbers look pretty good. And in fact, the management commentary as well, pretty stable for times ahead.